Good afternoon, Panda fans. Welcome to Park Hills, Kentucky for a doubleheader between your Notre Dame Academy Pandas and the George Rogers Clark Lady Cardinals. I'm Joe Laurie. Alongside me is Coach Jim Edmonds. We're here to call both games for you today. The season winding down with 3 games left. JV will have a contest in all 3 of those games, and this is kind of for next year, right? This is preparation. All the freshmen kind of are now the JV players, and the JV players that started most of the year are now all varsity players. And this is just really good practice and reward for their hard work during the week.
Yeah, and it's definitely a little bit of an eye-opening experience for these girls when they, at the end of the year, when they come up and they start practicing with the freshmen or JV varsity. It's like, oh, this is a little different than a freshman practice. But 100%, it gives them a chance to play for Coach Cam, gives Coach Cam a chance to coach them at the end of the year and build on something for next year.
You've got probably the same situation for these George Rogers Clark girls. They practice against the number 2 rated basketball team in the state day after day after day. More than likely, they're going to be pretty good, and they're going to be a hard team for this young Panda team to beat. But
yeah, I was watching them earlier, and they have a couple young ladies out there that looked very, very athletic.
Yeah. Well, George Rogers Clark, they're located in Winchester, Kentucky, which is about 45, 50 minutes away from Lexington. But they really draw from a big area. They get a lot of athletes that come in there, and rich tradition, especially in basketball, for both the boys and the girls side. If you've never been there, their high school is like a college campus. Their gym is like a 2-level bowl, just incredible facility, first class, and it definitely passes down to the program. They play with a lot of pride and well coached, and going to be a tough team to beat.
There's a lot of colleges who would take GRC's gym.
Yes.
I mean, I believe they have the state volleyball tournament there
every year. Yeah.
So I mean, that tells you how big of it is. I'm going to guess it's probably in the neighborhood of 3,000 to 4,000.
And not
capacity.
A bad seat, right?
No.
It's you got to walk around the whole bowl, at the main level, and huge jumbotrons and all that stuff. But
unless they put you under that gigantic fan that we were under last time we were there. Well, it froze to death.
It kind of gives them an advantage when you go to those big stadiums to, in the postseason, because they've got the sight lines that are similar to that. But regardless, they made the trip up here to Park Hill, so they'll get to play in our home gym, and we'll see this game get started here momentarily as they are going to do introductions.
Park Hills, Kentucky, and the campus of Notre Dame Academy. This Saturday afternoon, we have our first contest.
Oh, we got Aaron McGraw on the camera pulling double duty today.
Oh, nice.
And your home team, your Notre Dame Academy Pandas.
We have headphones for it?
We do.
With a brief pregame opening prayer.
Oh, we're going to pray.
Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner which by our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. And now let's meet our starting lineups. Starting with the visiting team, the George Rogers Clark Lady Cardinals. Number 13, Jalen Goodwin.
Jalen Goodwin starting for the Cardinals. Number 15, Leah Howard.
Aaliyah Strode.
I was standing on it. Can you hear us? Okay. Aaron now has ears.
Number 21, Kylie Stakeland.
Is that, who was that just came out there? I missed her.
13, 15.
Is that 28? I can't read her.
It wouldn't be 28.
21,
20.
Kylie Stakeland.
And 30.
Did you say 28?
There's no 28. 20.
20, Elias Strode. Okay. Well, we'll get there.
Yeah.
So, what a treat to have Aaron, the shot blocker, on the camera.
The shot blocker McGraw.
I love it.
So she's done that before, so this isn't her first rodeo back there on the camera.
8th grader Danny Ferrello getting the start this JV contest against George Rogers Clark. That's going to be an eye-opening experience for her. Great experience.
And
8th grader Allie Copeland. freshman Annie Laurie, number 21. The sophomore forward, Allie Mahler. And another 8th grader from St. Agnes, Sari Laurie.
He said freshman, but she's an 8th grader, right?
She is an 8th grader, yes. Did I say freshman?
Jason did.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll get right to the tip here and see how this goes. Definitely a size advantage for George Rogers Clark. They got us by about an inch at every position. Maybe Allie's got her man, but everywhere else, a little bit of a size advantage. So Strode will jump against Copeland, and we'll be underway. Strode wins the tip. It tips it out to Sari Laurie, and Sari will give it over to Danny Ferrello, and we're underway. Allie Mahler, instant pressure there by George Rogers Clark. Pass just got jumped there by Strode, and they'll bring it back. Miller's got it. She'll pass it up to the top to Goodwin. Goodwin going to draw a foul from Danny. Like I said, that speed just a little bit different.
Notre Dame Academy foul number 3, Danny Ferriella. That's her first, team's first.
Coach is going to say, let's pull back and guard below the three-point line. Probably pretty smart. Nice take by number 30, Miller. And she just takes the baseline right up and over. Full court pressure by the Cardinals. The zone press, nobody in the middle. They got to go forward. And they'll get it across, but into a trapping spot. And that ball gets saved by Ferrello. Shaky. Mahler in the corner, she'll get to the paint. Nice job following. I think there's a lot of contact there, no call. And they'll look quickly ahead. And they get it up to Stakeland. Stakeland's going to take it up the lane, right up the middle there.
Love the way she just covered that ball when she went into the lane.
And they're going to get a 5-second call. So combination there of Allie picking the ball up too fast. Our girls weren't set, and then our girls not moving. Get that 5-second call. They'll learn that in time. Ball comes into Strode.
Notre Dame in their man. I was trying to figure out the brightness. It was really dark on the computer, and I didn't realize I could brighten it. Look how much better I can see it now.
They'll get they're gonna. I don't know what that call was. I missed what happened there. Sorry. But George Rogers Clark will get possession under their basket. They get it out to Miller. Miller being guarded by Copeland. Over to Goodwin. Nice defense by the Pandas. Just collapsed down on her. That was a quadruple team on Strode as she got the ball in the block. They tied up. Possession arrow belonged to the Cardinals. They'll throw that into the backcourt. Just an attack.
Yeah, that was good defense by Allie, though.
By Miller. They'll get ahead quickly to Sari Laurie. Sari will pull up. Good, nice.
Like that.
20-footer. Just a long 2. Oh, but they're going to get way out ahead on the defense there. And an easy basket there on the other end by Strode.
Don't like that.
Yeah.
I like the shot by Sari.
There they go.
So I would imagine this type of pressure is exactly what we're going to see from the varsity team also.
Yes.
With probably a little better, more skilled athletes, players.
These girls are pretty skilled.
Yeah.
Stakeland dumps it off to Goodwin. Goodwin's going to get to the paint, and she'll throw up a prayer. No good. Copeland's going to get the rebound, gets fouled, and they do call it. She gets fouled by Stakeland.
GRC foul number 21, Kaylee Stakeland.
So
That's her first team.
Olivia Middendorf will check in for Farello.
Entering the game for the Panthers, number 2, Olivia Middendorf.
They just got to figure out how to feel comfortable against this high pressure.
Yep.
And run a set.
Get in their offensive sets.
They're just playing high and out on everybody. They'll get it out to Allie. Allie's going to drive. Kicks it over to Sari for 3 in the corner this time. No good. Andy Laurie gets the rebound, kicks it to Copeland. Copeland's going to drive through and get a lot of contact. Again, no call. 9 times out of 10, that's a foul, right?
Yeah. A lot of bodies in there, though, right now.
They'll let him play. Go over the top to Middendorf. That bounces off her head. And Goodwin gets it, steals, and gets the easy layup.
Cardinal basket, number 13, Jalen Goodwin.
Now Allie's waiting for him to get set up before she goes out of bounds. And the press break works a little easier. Quick shot by Mahler, no good. Goodwin, nice defense by Sari there to kick that out of bounds. Disrupt what they wanted to do in the transition.
I thought it was going to come over and hit the table. I tried to kick it away.
Ball comes into Goodwin. Wow, just a quick first move. Good help by Sari there. Comes over and stops it. She'll draw the foul.
And a foul, number 35, Sari Laurie.
I like how quickly she got there, though. She recognized that and cut it off.
Number 21, Kylie Stakeland.
But Kylie Stakeland will get to shoot 2. She's got a good, quick first step, didn't she?
She did have a very nice first step. I think she caught Allie a little bit by surprise there.
Good on the front end. She'll hit both of them. So Cardinals will bring Clara Craig in for Stakeland. And Francis Meyer will check in for Allie Copeland.
Dania came back in at some point. Oh.
That happens 3 or 4 times a year at the JV level.
That was as soon as Siri threw that, she knew it.
Yeah. That was an over and back call. Pandas will turn it over, and Goodwin's going to get to the paint again. She's going to travel, though.
That was good help by Annie.
So the Pandas with just 2 points in 4 minutes. That with a long jump shot by Sari Laurie. Really haven't had many looks since then. And that ball's going to get thrown away. Oh, that's a foul. They'll get Goodwin for the foul.
Francis got to learn. Francis will learn as she plays. She's got to come back for that ball. And that scenario, she can't wait for that ball to get to her.
Danny and Sari work together like they have all year at the freshman level to get the ball across. Danny's going to get to the paint, kick it out to Middendorf for 3. No good. Hustle rebound there by Sari. Oh, but it's just got to be a little more patient. Doesn't have to. It's not a hot potato.
Yep.
That ball gets deflected out of bounds.
Sari needs to slow down her brain a little bit right now.
Yeah, let the game come to her a little bit.
Like she did on that jump shot. She looked really good on that jump shot. Everything was super slow. Yeah, but Coach Cam's telling her just relax a little bit.
Yeah, then take care of the ball. That's a frustrating thing when you're working with these young kids and they get those easy turnovers or bad passes, and you got to let the game come to them, and it gets a lot. It does happen. It just takes a while.
It happens to everybody.
They'll get a little handsy there from Clara Craig, and she will draw her foul. That's third team foul. 2 team fouls against the Pandas. The Pandas need to shoot. We haven't had a
We've
shot
only had a
in
couple
while.
of shots.
Yeah. And once when you lost Riley and Sarah and Kylie and Aaron, the offense, somebody's got to step up and be that leader to shoot. Allie can be that person. Olivia can be that person. Sarah's they'll turn it over in the corner again. They don't get another shot off. Very aggressive defense by these Cardinals. And it's good for these Pandas to get to see it, experience it. Rebound by Strode. Give him another shot at it here. 3-point shot by Honecker, and that just misses and bounces out of bounds. So the Pandas will get one more chance here as Kelsey Chrysler comes in and Mia Moriarty will check in.
So Strode for GRC, 7th grader.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. She's put together, isn't
yes, she is. She's super athletic. I saw her on a layup, and I thought she was going to slap the backboard when she laid it in.
Nice job by Danny there to get to the middle and break that press. Farello tries to get to the basket. She'll go through some contact, but ball gets deflected out of bounds. Panda ball under their basket.
Still really haven't got too many good-looking shots. Now, I think series went in. Middendorf had a nice-looking jumper, but other than that, I think everything's been...
Well, there's been a lot of contact as we try to go to the basket. Pandas get that possession, 21 seconds, get another shot under the basket. Most of GRC's points coming from just dribble drives.
Yep. You got to get it in.
Yeah, everything just super contested. And you can tell that the Pandas just don't feel comfortable at all.
Lady Cardinal basket number 21, Kylie Stakelin.
Nope. Threw it right to where they wanted us to throw it. 0.1 seconds to go, so shouldn't have time to shoot, right?
No.
That'll.
Unless he calls it a shooting foul, which he didn't. They can't get a shot off.
Do their best with the tip, but no good. And the Pandas need to figure out some offense, and not offense as far as baskets going in, just shots. You got to
be able to get some shots up. Yeah.
They've maybe taken 2, maybe 3 shots that entire quarter, and they're just letting the defense, the pressure from this George Rogers Clark team, just absolutely devour them.
Yeah, it's overwhelming them a little bit right now. Hopefully they'll get a little bit of adjusted to it, get slowed down in their minds and handle it better.
Well, like I said, and you see it more and more, these 8th graders playing in the game. But in a high-level JV game as an 8th grader to play, that's a big difference for these girls.
It's a big difference, yes, for sure.
So, like I said, you don't get better until you have experiences like this that make you better. And sometimes you have to take it on the chin to learn those lessons.
Yep. So shoot us an email, NDAPandasRadio@gmail.com, NDAPandasRadio@gmail.com. We lost the shot blocker.
We lost the shot blocker. Yeah, now Stephanie Laurie on the camera. So if you have any complaints, please let me know.
She doesn't have headphones on, so she can't hear us.
So she's wearing them just around her neck.
How is she at blocking shots?
Stephanie is a very good shot blocker.
She's a shot blocker?
Yeah.
So it's Stephanie.
The shot blocker.
It's Stephanie. I'm almost as good as Aaron, shot blocking.
Yes. So the Pandas figure out how many players they need on the court, and they get it out there. And we're back. Goodwin's going to run a quick play there just to get the offense moving quicker. They're looking in, and nice job by Annie to step in front of that pass, get a good defensive stop just to start this quarter, maybe turn up the intensity a little bit. And he's got Middendorf, now Mahler on the baseline. Allie's got a window. She's going to take it. Oh, slams on the brakes, hits a cut in Laurie. And now out to Copeland. Copeland's going to go. I mean, why not, right? I mean, go ahead and take it up there.
Sure.
Worst case, that happens. Best case, they draw a foul, and maybe you get an and one.
But they looked a little crisper, that possession, didn't they?
They did.
The ball moved quicker. The cuts were harder.
Passes were on. Nice job done.
That was a squeak of the shoe, not a whistle.
They thought that was going to call a tie. It never happened. That was kind of interesting. So the overplay on this defense has got to open up
a backdoor
cut. We're letting them play under the basket. Goodwin calls for a pick and roll there. They're going to get Annie on a foul.
That's her first, team's first in the second quarter.
Number 21, Black, thought she had the moving screen. She's number 21, too. They called it on 21, White.
Apparently they didn't see the logo at midcourt, Joe. The one that says NDA, not the one, it doesn't say GRC.
That's right. Goodwin almost takes the shot. No, Annie's going to step in front and get another steal. Good job by Annie. Oh, but, at that point, your teammates say somebody's coming behind. I mean, how did...
Yeah, and you also have to know that at that point when that girl, they weren't spread out far enough, she just needs to go strong to the basket.
Middendorf for three. Short's blocked. A nice hustle there by Sakelin, but saves the ball out of bounds, but to the Pandas. The Pandas have it on their end. Mahler will get to the elbow, kick it out. They're not even looking at the basket, Coach.
Everything's side to side.
Nice block by Allie there at the other end. They'll finally blow the whistle, and it benefits GRC.
Notre Dame's second foul.
And a foul number 4, Allie Copeland. That's her first team.
Just her first foul.
Line for the Lady Cardinals, number 30, Annette Miller, shooting 2.
Miller's first shot bounces around and good. Soft shot. She'll hit both of them, and Ferrello will check in for Sari.
Coach Cam looking for all kinds of different lineups, see if he can find something that clicks.
Well, they got nobody deep. Now they adjust. Now they go to a man-to-man press and allows them to clear out here. Allie Mahler sets it up. Finds Middendorf. She's got a window. She's going to drive, slams on the brakes, and we'll call it travel. Yeah, did they practice that drive and into contact? Because it looks like everybody wants to slam on the brakes.
Well, I think they're trying to get to the corner, and GRC's done a really good job of cutting them off.
Ball gets thrown over. What a take by number 30, Annette Miller. She just takes it right up the middle for the basket. Ferrello will try it, and Goodwin's just going to pick her pocket there. And they'll overthrow the pass there and turn it back over. Clara Craig just couldn't quite get to it. Bad news on that, isn't it? Goodwin deflects it out of bounds.
So the switch is to let Allie bring the ball up against a good defender, but maybe not good a perimeter defender as what the other two girls are.
Middendorf will open it up there. She finally gets an open look and takes a shot. And nice shot by Olivia Middendorf for 3. Strode's got it. She might throw it away. She doesn't. Claire Craig gets it. And he's going to get the steal on the press. She'll attack and missed. Definitely affecting George Rogers Clark here. And they're going to call foul on Farello.
On the floor. Staying in second.
4 fouls, or 3 fouls called against the Pandas, none against a very handsy, aggressive GRC team. That's where it starts to get frustrating.
I've got 16.
Good one. A quick shot off of a set play. She scores easily. Annie will bring it up the middle. And picks up her dribble. Finds Sari. Sari will drive, or Allie drives, kicks out to Copeland for 3 from the corner. No good. They're going to get Goodwin on a hold on Sari Laurie on that rebound. She must have all their fouls. It's her second foul.
They have 4. She has 2 of them.
Copeland's going to go over the top and finds Mahler, and she gets fouled from behind, so they'll get their first attempt at the free throws here. Allie Mahler, one of the better free throw shooters for the Pandas.
That's her second, team second. At the line for the Pandas, number 22, Allie Mahler, shooting 2.
First one perfect for Allie. Pandas have tripled their first quarter points.
Entering the game for the Cardinals, number 30, Annette.
There's always a silver lining somewhere, Joe.
There's, yeah. We're getting looks. That's the good news.
Yes. A lot like crisper.
So Allie hits both of them. Nice job by Allie. And they'll throw it away. Good job. That pressure there not to call a foul.
The couple times that they've made baskets and they've been able to get in that press,
they're affected it a little bit.
It's affected them, yeah.
Now some of their, 21 and 20 have been off the court during those times.
Yeah.
And they'll get it back to the middle, kick out to Copeland, and she was one step ahead of where, when the ball got to her, she was already on the way to the basket, and the ball flies through her hands. And
figuring out what she was going to do with it.
So, as I say that, Stakeland checks back in. And Miller out there. They've got a strong lineup back in there for GRC. Miller over to Honecker. And get it into Miller. She's going to.
Nice left.
Yeah, just super powerful, really strong girl. Gets position, calls for the ball, and does something with it. Pandas will break the press, but then a lazy pass across the middle will get a turnover. And Sarah's just got to grab that ball instead of slapping at it. Nice job by Annie hustling back, affecting the shot. Miller will look to drive. She passes out. They swing across. And just a real strong take there by Kylie Stakeland.
Yeah, Stakeland and Miller have combined for
16.
Oh, it's up on the board, too, for easy to see.
Yeah. Well, they just stand out. It's easy. I don't think they'd have as easy a time if we had Riley and
Sarah and Kylie. Yeah. I agree.
They're good players.
Wonder, it'd be interesting to see if any of these girls get any varsity time of, any ilk of varsity time where it's, good minutes.
Really nice play there by Sari Laurie to affect that pass, get it on the ground, and then get on the ground to tie it up, cause the turnover. Swing to the other side. Here comes the trap. She's going to get fouled. Sari does. By Strode, I believe.
It's on 20. I don't think the referee knew who it was.
Jason told him.
He just told the table, do you guys all see who that was? Can we agree? And the table got it right.
Yeah. Sari gonna challenge. Nice drive. Let's get it in. Oh, just the wrong side of the defense there. Good idea. Threw it to the defender's hands instead of away from her, and they get the turnover. And there's a three-point shot by Harper. Middendorf with a little pull-up. And Meyer was working to get that out of there. Nice job. Then no seconds on the clock left, and Mahler realized at the very last possible moment, but couldn't get the shot up. And although the Pandas do much better scoring, and 2 in the first quarter, 5 in the second quarter, they give up 15, and the lead grows for George Rogers Clark. Again, we knew this was going to be a real challenge for this young JV team. Coming in, not a whole lot of experience with their team that's been scoring all season long gets called up to varsity, and that leaves a pretty big vacuum.
Leaves a hole so we got some points here. First for GRC, Goodwin with 4, Strode 2, Stakeland 8, Harper 3, Miller 8 for a total of 25. They need to plug in. Just make sure they don't unplug our cord. For the Pandas, Mindorf with 3, Moeller with 2, and Laurie with 2. So that was a 12-2 first quarter, 13-5 second quarter. So here's your 25-7. Coach Cam talked to him at halftime, try to settle everybody down and run the offense. But we got to make sure they don't unplug our cord down there. So we'll be back in what? 7 minutes? 7 minutes?
7, 8 minutes.
All right.
Thanks for being with us. Welcome back to Park Hills for the second half action between your Notre Dame Academy JV and the Cardinals from George Rogers Clark. It's going to be an uphill battle for these Pandas to work out of this deficit. They go into the halftime trailing 25-7, and the Cardinals just too aggressive and really, really good at driving on the offensive side. Pandas just got to figure out how to get looks, not even really even getting shots.
Well, they got to forget about the scoreboard. That's the main thing. Forget about the scoreboard. Just go out and work on adjustments at whatever your adjustments were at halftime. Go out and institute them and just let the scoreboard be what it is. But you want to go out and get in your offense more. You want to cut down on their straight line drives.
I tell you, I was out there walking the varsity. George Rogers Clark was out there shooting, and I walked back to the table next to Sierra Byers, and I'm not sure I'd be able to guard her. She is a lot of basketball player. Just a physical presence.
Well, we'll find out from maybe the other Laurie in your family that's probably going to draw that assignment today, wouldn't you think?
Maya said that she's guarding somebody else.
Okay.
Well, they're going to call a kick there. I thought it was a nice trap there by Copeland.
Not that we would know, but because we don't want to give anything away.
Right, exactly.
We probably have thousands of people watching this right now.
That's right. Yeah, we're probably being piped into the locker room right now.
Hanging on our every word. I think the plan is to put, I can't even say.
Aaron the shot blocker?
Well, could be.
That's a walk, yeah.
There's a nice travel, though.
Yeah.
She got into that shot.
Yeah, if she put that ball down.
Because just dribble.
It's a really nice looking shot, though.
Somebody's got to get to the middle here. Oh, you can't throw it there on the side.
And then wait for them to come trap it if they get it. Nice take by Danny Farello. Oh, just does everything but go in. Nice.
It hung on the rim for a long time also.
Yes, it did. And Sarah coming across and deflecting a pass. Well, you just tell your kids, let's play aggressive.
Yeah.
Hustle is free. Let's come out and
play like we can.
Right.
We've seen what their intensity is about now. Now we have to match it.
3-point shot wide open by Stakelin as they use the screen really well. Get her open, and she buries it.
This JV team's got a lot of nice pieces, don't they?
They sure do. Annie will spin, try to get to the basket, draws contact, and scores.
And the basket number 21, Annie Laurie with the drive.
Nice take by Annie. Goodwin will split the defense. Nobody stops her. She's going to go all the way up. Tries the layup. No good. Copeland comes away with it, and they'll get a foul this time as Stakelin a little too handsy there on that end.
Foul number 21, Kylie Stakelin. That's her second, team's first of the third quarter.
Stakelin, their leading scorer with 11 points, picks up her second foul. She's just a sophomore. Future bright for that young lady. Mahler for three, that rattles around, and Farello gets underneath there and stays on the ground. Ball comes down to her. They try to tie it up, and they do. Good hustle by Danny Farello.
Good shot by Allie. Yeah. Wide open, just in and out.
Number 5, Emma Cecil.
So Stakelin's going to head off. I don't know if she's heading to the varsity locker room or.
She's on the varsity roster.
Pick and roll, the sisters pick and roll, get to the shot, but can't get it to fall. I think we need to move this table about 10 feet because the referee's always right in our way.
Staying in our way, yeah. Or we give the referees a shot collar. How about that? No, because if I do that every time you deem they missed the call.
You would have to keep me away from it. Yeah, that's a good idea for a second.
30-second timeout.
So a little bit different start from the first half to second half. Pandas doing a little bit better job on defense. That outside of letting that wide open three, you haven't seen a whole lot of drives wide open to the basket, and they're also getting some looks on offense. So a little bit mild improvement.
Yep. A little more physicality out of the Pandas.
Yeah, a couple of those buckets go in. Farello's layup and Mahler's three.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be a big difference. Farello affects that pass, and good one. Nice hustle, comes over and gets it. Actually, still not across yet. And they do get it across. Oh, that's a walk. Didn't she go up and down?
It looked like she jumped.
Just a nice job, Allie Copeland.
They're fighting a lot more on the glass this half, too.
Yeah, but Strode's so tough under the basket. She just can move. And she said she's just a 7th grader?
Yeah, that's what the thing says.
Mahler for three, short. Boy, Sari just getting pushed in the back. Man, they got away with that one. They pushed her 10 feet.
Entering the game for the Pandas, number 2, Olivia Mendorf.
Ball comes in. Get it over to Goodwin. Double team, go over the top. Strode and Goodwin just doing a 2-man game. Nice job by Allie Mahler there. Just go straight up, deflect it, affect the pass or shot. Almost feel like the Pandas just hands are just off a little bit.
Yep.
Not catching the ball cleanly.
Entering the game for the Lady Cardinals, number 20.
Knocked out of bounds. Pandas will keep it underneath their own basket. And we don't have pick the picker anymore to lob it up to Sarah.
Craig and Honecker are going to check in for the Cardinals.
Not that we can't run it.
We'll go with the double screen for a 3-point attempt. No good. No shot. Caught it a little deep. Farello's just going to try her luck against Strode, and that's a brave try. Strode was excited to see that opportunity. She whacks it out of bounds.
It was a good drive. Strode came over from the weak side with the help. I'm Coach Cam. I like that drive. At least we're attacking the basket, right?
For sure, and you potentially draw a foul there.
Yep.
There go the rest of the varsity. Goodwin's going to go, and so is Miller. So 4 of their players that made an impact in this game already exited to go to the locker room. I would. You think Strode's going to head that way too?
Let's see if she's on the varsity roster.
I don't see her. Oh,
Yep,
she was added at the
she's
bottom.
probably the one without the number.
Yeah.
So
Farello's going to get this steal. Kicks it out to Meyer. Meyer with the 10-footer, no good. Annie Laurie with a nice hustle
she
rebound.
went right back up with it.
Farello's going to attack again. Off the glass, no good. And Annie with another hustle rebound, but saved it to GRC instead. See if Meyer can hustle back and deflect the shot. Yeah, she gets it. Nice job, good hustle. No give up by the Pandas to not give up an easy basket there. Annie's going to try to get all the way to the basket, and Strode with another defensive block.
The Pandas look like they might be in a little bit of a zone now.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not
No,
really.
they're man-to-man, yeah.
Yeah. It's just, I guess, GRC's alignment.
And they'll call timeout. Danny doing a nice job. These girls come in, they're a little bit more, they're great. I mean, she's an 8th grader, Madeline Honecker, and that's 8th grader versus 8th grader there. So definitely a little bit more matched up.
Yeah, and what we saw leave the court for GRC to go back into the locker room is equivalent of Riley Eberhardt,
Sure.
Sarah Young, Kylie Wagner.
Yep.
I mean, I'm going to say on the JV, on the year probably that's 75% of the points
Absolutely,
that the JV team scores.
Yeah, this game's not about winning right now. This game is about
Learning.
experience, and I'm glad that those young girls got to face that higher end competition and feel what it's like, see the speed and, get a little bit of experience in their cap. And, that's only going to help them. Can't worry about the score in this one.
We know
nice
Francis
shot,
is going to
Francis.
come out and play hard.
Yeah, and he keeps straight away from the basket and let somebody else drive.
Yep.
3-point shot by Middendorf, and that's going to come all the way through. And
That was a push, yep. 2 hands in the back there.
well, they'll get it to 20.
Foul number 20, Elias Strode. That's her second, team second.
Tell you what, if they can get Strode into foul trouble, that might be a different game out there. Get her
Yeah,
off the court. She
for
is
sure.
definitely a game changer. Middendorf for the step back. Good. That's only a 2, but it was a nice looking step back.
He was confident, too.
Craig's got it. She'll swing it across. Over to Fugate. Fugate with the shot, no good. And Allie Mahler comes away with the rebound. Allie, the oldest girl on the court right now. Middendorf with the shot. And the shot gets blocked. Nice box out by Farello. They'll change out 4 girls here.
Well, we've got 6 on the court right now, so Francis Myers going to do it. Danny's going to stay. Got to get it in.
Fugate gets it ahead. And Strode's going to step on the line there. That back foot just kind of extends backwards to get a good acceleration, and she'll step out of bounds. We'll be reading her name in the future, won't we, Coach?
We sure will.
Flaherty gets it to Farello. Oh, nice screen there. Gives her some breathing room. Sari Lari's going to...
Sari had Kelsey there, and that's where she was going with it. And just, I think, if she picked it up, she lost control of it. I really wish she would have held that on, because I think that was going to be a really nice pass.
Just growing into her limbs.
Yep. You and I have talked about it off the air. It's what I call the baby giraffe syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
You grow so fast that you really don't know what all those body parts are supposed to do.
Well, in that time,
until you figure it out.
Uses that length to cause a turnover, so they get it back. 12.2 seconds to go here in the third. Farello will try to get to the backboard. No good. She's going to crash into her mom.
Yeah. Mom saves her from hitting hard. I think she might have got a little contact there. They didn't call it, but I like the drive. I like the fact that she's continuing to go in there.
Nice play to get it ahead to Strode. And
that's no basket. Yeah.
That's the right play, though, to get it out to her and give her a real chance at it. So the Pandas with their best quarter yet.
Yeah, that's a 4-3 Panda quarter, and those radio guys that just sat in are going to be sitting right behind the band.
Where'd they sit up? They're above them.
Yeah. It's the first time we've had the band all year, right?
Yeah.
You and I have always talked. We like the bands as long as they don't sit us right next to them.
Is today Volunteer Appreciation Night?
Tuesday.
Tuesday is.
So shoot us an email, ndapandasradio@gmail.com. ndapandasradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, stick around. A lot of fireworks in the next game. The Pandas get a chance to see what they've got against the number 2 rated team in the state. See one of the top basketball players in the nation.
I think I read somewhere where she committed to Michigan, maybe?
Yeah, I think she's going to Michigan. Right? Yeah, Power 5 school. And she not on your leading scorer list because she's been out and recovering from a ACL tear. But she's back at it and every week getting better. She is a force. Sierra Byers is her name. Try to pick up those loose balls so they don't get become a factor in the game. A little safety pause here. Copeland gets it in to Farello. Farello sees a window. She's going to, nice job. Passes it off to Kelsey Chrysler. That's a nice play to get Strode to bite on her drive and dumps it off. 2 easy points there to start the quarter. Great job by Farello. A good hustle play by Sari Laurie to deflect that. It's about her 4th deflection today.
Well, if Strode doesn't bite on that drive, Danny's going to score.
You're right. She's going to get a shot at least.
She's going to score. She's going to make it's a layup.
They're looking to Strode. They're going to throw it out of bounds, so they get the stop. So that ball, I guess it was touched while she was in bounds there, so they'll. Get it into Sari. Woo.
Sometimes we flirt with that line, Joe.
Yes, we do.
That half-court line.
Get bailed out there by the defender. Get it back. Backdoor cut to Moriarty, and that she gets her shot blocked. Nice job. Good hustle by Chrysler. There's a cut off that backdoor pass, and that causes a tougher shot. They get it back. They get the stop. See if they can get a basket here.
Danny will learn you can't put the ball over your head like that. Because one thing, if you've got a good hold of it and they hit it, it's going to knock you backwards. And it's just super easy to tie up.
She's done a nice job getting penetration.
Yes, she has.
Looking into Strode, they're going to try to go over the top. They end up getting into Craig. Craig gets to the basket, shoots, no good. Nice box out by Sari on Strode.
It was.
Didn't get the rebound, but prevented Strode from getting the rebound, and that was what you needed to do. And then Danny's going to get her pocket pick from the back by the Cardinal player. And I hope the varsity jerseys are easier to read than these JV ones. They don't have numbers on the front. Their front numbers are on their shorts.
Yeah,
and then their hair blocks the back
number.
It's the
very top of the jersey. The front number is.
Yeah.
Like where a swoosh or where like an emblem would be.
Right, and it's small.
On the chest, yes.
Of course, we're describing it like it's radio. The camera can probably see it. Copeland's going to attack that pass. Nice job, Strode. Will kick it out. 3-point shot. No good by Craig. And Strode with a hustle rebound. Sari with another deflection out of bounds.
Entering the game for the Panthers, number 2, Olivia Middendorf.
So here comes Allie, Annie, and Olivia. Nice minutes by those three.
Yep.
By Moriarty, Copeland, and Chrysler. Howard's got it. She'll dribble drive. They'll run a weave at the top with Fugate. She'll reset at the logo. Danny going to put some pressure on her. Get it into Strode. Danny's going to get the steal. She can keep it alive.
Got Annie with her. Good
and
pass.
Annie finishes on the other side. Nice job, Danny Farello, creating some offense off of defense.
I love Jason giving Danny some love there.
Nah, she deserved it. Oh, nice read by Sari there. Almost gets the steal. Fugate will pull it out.
Should be counting here. Yeah.
Nice. Annie's going to get the steal. Throw it off. Get the turnover. Panda's showing a little bit of grit here.
Agree. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of this is your freshman team plus Allie out there, Joe.
Annie.
Yeah. Annie gave us some freshman minutes.
She did. Yeah, definitely the two most experienced out there would be Annie and Allie.
GRC foul on number 5, Emma Cecil. That's her first, team's first. At the line for the Panthers, number 3, Danny Farello, shooting 2.
Danny get another shot at it here.
Game for the Lady Cardinals, number 45, Madeline Honecker.
But since the girls from GRC left, this has been an even game.
Yeah, without a doubt. What was it, 10-2 after
Yeah.
the first quarter? And they
12-2.
stayed they stayed the whole first half, right?
Yep.
Left early in the third quarter.
Well, it was 25-7 at half. And since then, it's been 7-3 Pandas.
And there you go. Another turnover. See if they can take advantage of this here. Get a little bit closer. Just want to win every minute, right?
Yeah.
Serial drive. Nice take. Annie's going to pick pocket, get it ahead. Mahler, she finds Mahler. Mahler finds Sari Laurie for 2 points and get it down to 10.
Yeah. Annie with a steal, tapped it right to Allie. Allie caught it, saw Sari standing right into the basket, chest pass right to her, layup.
You know, I'm going to say that in the beginning of the season, that ball goes through her hands and out of bounds.
Probably.
Because that's a sharp pass. I mean, it's a quick play. But
that's where growing up and practicing a lot and understanding the speed of that particular transaction, for lack of a better word there, probably would have been too much for her at the beginning of the season.
Right.
I agree. And now she caught it like it was expected, and she knew it was coming.
And she was in the right spot on the floor so that when she looked up, she wasn't at the bottom of the rim. She was in a spot to where she could find the glass and put it right in. So definitely improvement right before our eyes, which is really cool.
Well, it's everybody. I mean, it's Annie taking control of the offense more. Sometimes when Riley and Kylie and him out there, Annie defers a little bit. But now with the Buzz group out there, she's taking control of it. Danny Farello getting her chance at AV, driving to the basket. Kelsey Chrysler, Allie Copeland battling on the boards. It's just
Danny's
maturation.
More of a real one than Annie is. Annie
Yes.
gets to fill into a position that's more comfortable to her when Danny's out there.
Yep.
And which is an attack.
An off-the-ball position. Yep.
Blocking shots.
But that being said, Joe, I'm going to also say that I think that Annie's done a really good job on the ball this year.
She has. I agree with you. So that little bit of a bail out there for Craig as she gets a foul called. And
so that just gives her another spot that she can go in and fill in for and be comfortable at. And I mean, that the one JV tournament game a couple games ago, the semifinals, I believe, I mean, she just took over.
Yes. Yeah. She's had some really nice games and some real games where she's learning. 2 long iron shots will give them a rebound and give another a chance at this. Oh, man, something looked funky there.
Yeah. Wow.
Strode. This number 5 here playing Emma Cecil checking in, playing a physical type of game. I haven't called her name much, but she's
And a foul, number 21, Annie Laurie. That's her second.
Annie gets called for the foul. Might have took the worst of that.
for sure she did. And watch out, because sometimes that lights a fire for Annie.
Annie
get the
taking
steal. Nice
she's
job.
taking her turn to guard and Strode. That's a matchup I like.
Farello for three, a little strong. And Danny will hustle and get that long rebound to Middendorf for three. A shot, Annie's, man, look at that battle. That's Annie really taking a lot. Oh, she's going to run the floor and get the steal.
Yep.
And just for her to keep her head in those last two possessions, I'm very impressed with. I would not have been able to do what she's doing. I'm telling you that Cecil is an aggressive player. She's probably fouled 4 times since she's been in there, and they called 1. Now they called 2.
Entering the game for the Lady Cardinals, number 45, also entering the game, number 23, Presley Harper.
So they get Strode out of the game. Cecil's out of the game. And now Coach may see a mismatch that he can get a set play.
Well, this is a chance for him to coach these young kids and try to draw something up to see how they respond to it. So is he, 148 is a 10-point game. So it's not saying it's over, but this is a chance. This is even thinking in the next year. Okay, this is the group I got. Can I draw something up? And they go out and execute it. It's a great teaching, a great learning moment for everybody.
Sure. And let's face it, he gets one here and they get a stop. This game's not over.
Yeah.
You got 108 seconds left with only a 10-point deficit.
You've been waiting all game to throw that out. Folks, whether or not you're watching or anything, Joe and I have an absolute blast doing these games together. Whether the game's a good game or not, we're going to have fun.
That's right.
See that right there? That's where she'll learn. Danny had Allie, but she can't wait for Allie to get open.
Yep, got a leader.
She has to anticipate that Allie's going to be open.
Nice drive by Allie Mahler up and over off the glass, and there goes Strode into the varsity locker room, so they won't have her for the rest of the game.
Oh, that's a travel. That's a travel.
There you go. They get the stop. 8-point lead, 89 seconds.
Now all of a sudden we break Mindorf off here, Joe, and he gets an open look.
I like Copeland coming in this situation. More mismatch ability here.
Right now, Annie and Danny are causing them all kinds of problems. And Allie's starting to step up, too.
Go ahead, Allie. Oh.
Nice move. Just couldn't get the fall.
There's
Annie goes in there and just rips
aggressive.
it away from him.
That's what I'm talking about. The fuse that they lit with her can come up and bite them.
Good pick there.
There you go.
There we go.
6-point game. 1 minute to go. Get the trap.
Oh.
Campbell's doesn't quite get there. And you got to be careful there.
Annie got her money's worth there, Joe.
Yeah, she did. Well, I'm telling you, she's getting mauled on the other end.
Well, she went for the ball.
Yeah.
And
there's a clean foul.
Yeah, she went through the girl to go for the ball. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And they get the ball in, 50 seconds to go. Get the trap underneath, and he's going to rip it out. Then Nick Earl just gets pushed down again by Cecil. And that's a nice job by the Pandas.
So do we need Sari to just go up and push Annie down before every game now?
I just got to look with a little bit more pace here. Got it, Sari. She's got to drive. Oh, and she'll get her shot blocked. She's got to go quicker to the basket. Can't take two dribbles from that spot, right?
Or take that step back and hit that three.
Yeah.
See the double screen here for Middendorf. And Allie gets her shot blocked.
Timeout, Lady Cardinals, a full timeout.
So get it within 6, 30 seconds to go. didn't think that would be the case when we coming out of the halftime, so you got to be proud of this effort.
Absolutely. You're talking about a 15-3 second half. And, you know, like we talked about before, you don't care what the clock says. This has just been a better half. I mean, quite frankly, the 4 girls that went in were the best 4 players on the court.
100%.
And there was no arguing that. And they overmatched the Pandas. But when they go in, it's like we talked about before. That's like Riley and Sarah and Kylie not being out there.
Right. Yeah. This is more evenly matched talent on the floor today.
100%. Yes. And they're getting into it, and they're playing hard. They didn't care about what the score, but they were just going to go out and do what they do. And the second half, they played a lot better.
0 of the Pandas went back for the varsity, correct?
That is correct.
It's just been the same team here, so.
And now there's only 2 girls out here that dress, right? Allie and Annie.
Yep.
Trap them.
Got to get to that foul, right?
Oh, there's your trap. Well, they had 2 good traps and just didn't get the turnover.
Really nice half by Annie Laurie there to come out and just play the whole game and both sides of the ball. Really proud of that effort. And this one will go in the books here as a loss, but a really nice effort by the Pandas and against a really good George Rogers Clark program. So that'll be it.
As the Lady Cardinals withstand a furious Panda comeback in the 4th quarter.
JV takes their 3rd loss of the season, but
that's an 11-0 quarter.
Wow.
4th quarter.
That's amazing. Well, stick around for the varsity contest. This is, you know, at the end of the day, this game will mean nothing for us, but it sure does help sharpen our saw for our district competition in our region coming up. And I'm very excited to see how we do against this very, very good basketball team. Hopefully you will be too.
So I've got some totals for us here, Joe. If we want to go through those real quick, we've got plenty of time, right?
Yep, 25 minutes.
For GRC, Goodwin with 4, Strode with 2, Stakeland with 11, Harper with 3, Miller with 8, total of 28. For the Pandas, we have Middendorf 5, Annie Laurie 4, Moeller 4, Chrysler 2, Sari Laurie 4, Ferrello 3, total of 22. It was a 25-7 game at halftime. Pandas won the 3rd quarter 4-3, but then won the 4th quarter 11-0.
Well, and if you look
and
back,
that second half, that tells me that's a what? 14 to 4. Is that right? 14 to 4.
Well, not just that, but you've got. I can think of 3 bunnies that were missed.
Yes.
A couple of wide open threes that were missed. So opportunities there. The Pandas just missed a couple opportunities. Ball bounces a couple different ways, and they're had a real shot at that. So
yeah, and it was a good effort, good second half effort by the Pandas. I mean, got nothing to hang their heads about there.
No.
That second half was the way they know how to play. So
they'll have 2 more games.
Yep.
One against Assumption's JV and one against Sacred Heart's JV, and they can write that up as a real successful season. So we got, if you want to synchronize your clock, you've got 24 minutes essentially on the warm-up clock, and that's when the pre-game festivities will start for the varsity game. Come back with us, NDA Pandas Radio, and watch this game with us. It should be a good one.
Yeah, so thanks to Aaron McGraw, who stepped in while Stephanie Laurie did finished up some lunch, I think. And thanks to Stephanie for taking care of the camera for us. And, yeah, we're going to stop this stream, and we'll come back on here in probably 15 minutes or so.
Sounds great.
All right.